I don't wanna be the exception. I'm gonna be your attention. I love you again. Oh, wait, I got to get out of hell.
Vernier Scalper.
Come auf meinem YouTube-Kanal, ich bin Vernier Scalper, and today we will be talking about Jurassic Park 3. Oh, I watched it. Okay, I watched it. I watched it last night, actually. Oh my god. You know how the second one was like a sellout, okay? The first one was the legendary, the iconic, the influential, the everything. But the second one was the sellout, right? You know, the sellout, like, we're going to bring the T-Rex to the city. This third one. Now, the second one has a lot of flaws, but I was thoroughly entertained, okay? I'm not going to lie, okay? I'm not going to, I have a heart, okay? I can still consume mainstream slop, okay? Blockbuster slop, general public slop, okay? I'm not that much of a prudish prude, okay? Prudish prude. Like, I will consume some of this slop. But this film is a crock of shit. This is so bad. The second one, I would recommend it. If you like the first one, you can watch the second one with family, with friends, alone, with your pets, like anything. Yeah, it is good entertainment, okay? It's like, ha 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 ha. 欢喜欢笑. But this third one, it's just bad. It's like, why was this made? This was so... And saying that it's lazy, it's a bit much, you know, because a lot of money and production and everything, a lot of hard work went into this movie, but it is lazy. This is a bad movie. This is just trash. This is not even slop. This is just... It's like a movie that will be forgotten. It will be forgotten. Maybe, I know it's not. I know there's people out there who would defend this movie and say that this is my favorite installment of the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic series. You know, like the franchise. Somebody out there is going to have a spiritual connection. That is what I always tell my friends. It's always tell my friends. You know, when it comes to music, imagine, okay guys, imagine the worst possible song that has ever been created. And there are a lot that are going around now, okay, there are a lot of these songs these days. Think about that song, okay? Think about how shitty. Think about how it makes you want to yourself, okay? Hold that thought. Now, realize that somebody, I think I said this in my, like, one of my old videos. Somebody is in their room as we speak, okay? Somebody is in their room, on their bed. They are crying, okay? Tears running down the cheeks. They're distraught. And guess what? They're listening to that very song that you hate. The song that you think is an abomination to humanity. Nona. Shout out to Pasta Queen, I love her. That person is crying to that song because they're so touched. They love it so fucking much. They think it's the best thing in the world. It is saving their life. You know, for you, that song makes you want to yourself. But for this person right here in their bedroom, it is a song that is stopping them from themselves. Okay? Just think about it. It really puts things into perspective, like, damn, one man's trash really is another man's treasure. And that is like this film. I know there's people out there who's going to defend it to the grave. Okay, in their grave they're holding the original DVD of Jurassic Park 3 in the DVD case, okay, holding it in their crypt, in their grave. or as they get cremated. I don't know which type of death you would prefer, which type of burial situation, after death situation. So let's get into this film, okay? We have the return. Now, in the second film, we have the return of the Ian Malcolm, but in this film, we have the return of Ellen and Ellie, and sadly, they're not together. They're not together. I think it's an interesting writing choice. Okay, I think it's good in the sense that we're not just doing like, oh, they're together now and they have kids and it's like happy family. I think this adds a lot more to the characters that are bringing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you bring back characters, we need some type of change. We need some type of growth to add depth and dynamic, and not just for the character's sake, but for the viewer's sake. Okay, for the story. You don't bring back characters and nothing has changed. Then what is the point? Talk about new things, right? We need growth. We need to feel like we're in a real world with these characters where, you know, people change. A lot can change in a year. And in a few years, who fucking knows? They're not together, and it's a bit sad, you know, it's bittersweet because they're friends. And that is a good, positive relationship, right? I don't know, you cannot say this about a lot of couples. It takes a lot of maturity, okay? It takes a lot of maturity, and also it has to have ended amicably, right? What is that? Amicably? It has to be a peaceful separation for the couple to still be friends after they're apart. So that is interesting. And Mr. Man is single while woman has child and a new man. Well, they're still nerding together. They're still nerding out. They're still nerds. Okay, and the child is a dinosaur nerd. So that is a nice. Now, why the fuck are we on the island again? Okay, so the second film pissed me off because it is very much taking the context of the first film and just shitting on it. It is just like, it is almost a self-parody because the first film was all about how humans are trash, right? Humans are trash. Like this whole Jurassic Park thing is unethical bullshit, okay? It's unethical bullshit. It is trash. Humans are trash. We're scummy. We're trying to revive the fucking dinosaurs and we're making coin, we're making moolah out of them. And the second film, it is like we did not learn anything. In fact, it's worse because now we have all these other people coming along as well, and people are fighting with people all for what? All for money. It is rotten, okay? But there is still that commentary. There is still that like human scum on display, and there is all that spectacle and stuff. This film. So we're going back again. But now the intentions is just very stupid. I know some people are going to say, you have to empathize. You have to empathize with the parent because it's all about this. What is their name? Okay, time for me to... the classic Werner Scalaper special. Time to check the names again. It is called Amanda and Paul. I'm not going to remember it, but Amanda and Paul and their son Eric, who goes missing because why they let the son go out, what do you call it? Is it called No, parasailing is... I'm thinking of a totally different thing. What is it called? You know, when they're on the boat and they're flying in the air on the string. On the rope. I don't know what that is called. But you know, that very dangerous activity that is very thrilling and stuff. So, the people get eaten or they drown and stuff, and the son... It is very stupid. I already do not... like sympathize with the parents. Like, why did you let your son go on such a dangerous trip, dangerous activity with these strangers, with these people? And now the son is gone. The son is on probably lost in a dinosaur island. Okay, and they managed to bribe with non-existent money. This is a bit stupid on Ellen's part. Okay, Ellen and his younger colleague, his younger, I would say, prodigy. What would you call him? Like the younger understudy. Billy. So Billy is supposed to be like this hot, younger understudy who comes along. And you know, at the start, Billy was having these like sexual tension with the female colleague. And I was thinking, ooh, is this going to be like the hot new couple? By the way, I do not remember any of the shit that happens in this film. I remember Amanda because of her short hair. I think I remember her face, but everybody else in the story, I think I barely watched this film. I think I probably scratched the start or something like that, but I don't remember shit. I don't remember anything of this film. So yes, I thought it was going to be a hot, spicy couple. They're going to fuck and it's going to be fun. But no, we don't get any fucking in this film. You know, Ian and his new girlfriend, wife in the previous film, they had no chemistry, they had no fucks, they had no intimacy, but this is worse. Like, how are you going to give me this sexual tension at the start of the film, but nothing happens because we don't see that woman ever again? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We have Billy out here in the forest, all like dressed in like a slut, and we don't get to see him fuck. Oh, you know they did it on purpose. Everybody is like sloppy and dirty and baggy and just like, and he's wearing all like tight, and they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. It was giving very much like 90s, 2000s like video game or, you know, video game film adaptation where the characters are all slutted out. He is the only slutted out character. Where is his love interest? Where is the fuck buddy? What the fuck? I felt very betrayed. I wanted the hot, like, 2000s, early 2000s, you know, like, sleazy sex scene, but, stupid. I guess because, again, this is a family film. So we're not going to get that. Now, personal grievances out of the way. They got bribed with imaginary money, and the next thing they know, they're on the plane. And they're off to the island, and it's not even the main island. This is like Island B. You know, they always talk about Island B, and Island B is the one that Ellen knows nothing about. So it's stupid. We're just all going to be lost. Oh, this is horrible. This is already horrible. The second film was all about the bad decisions of humans, right? Everything is just because of a bad decision that some fucking idiot made. And this is, again, bad decisions made by bad parents. So we're supposed to, is it supposed to humanize fucking Amanda and Paul because they were just parents who lost their son and they're desperate, and it's just a fantasy world. This is just a fantasy. This is just a lot of, you know, this will not happen in real life. Like, I know it's a film, and it's fantasy, and I should, what is the term called? Suspension of belief. You know, I should suspend my belief for this film, but it is really like, it is really testing me. And in the first sequence, we already lose like half the crew, okay? And of course the black guy has to die because this is, you know, tropes. It's racist. Okay, it's racist. First, we're going to be racist and we're going to be sexist as well, because why is Amanda so fucking dumb? Oh my god, like, the first film, Lexi is the dumb one, right? Lexi is the dumb girl, she's the dumb one that is always screaming. The dinosaur is just all, it's like the dinosaurs have a bias towards Lex. They just want to, like, fuck her up. And in the second film, we had Sarah. Sarah was the dumb one, okay? Oh, I have to be caring, I'm a woman. I have to save the baby T-Rex. And now guess what? We have the dumb woman again. We have the mom who's irrational because of her emotions and her need to find her child. are we fucking serious? Like, it is so overt at this point, like the misogynistic writing of whoever the fuck who wrote this. Like, they really just want the women to suffer, right? Like, they want the woman to be so, like, out of her mind, like, she is not possible for her to think in a rational way because she's a woman. Like, the emotions are the hormones and the motherly instinct. If you knew anything about motherly instincts, okay, you would know that it is not so stupid. It is not stupid like this. Yeah. This is just sexist. This is just sexist. This is just misogynist. Okay, but she's stupid. Well, you know the part where they ran into the parachute with the dead body and she started like the acting? Look, I'm not shitting on the acting, okay? Her acting at the moment's really good, but bruh, I do not feel bad at all. Like, what are we doing? And also, they really did it on purpose. The entire film, the only person who constantly attracts the dinos, gets into trouble with the dinos, is her. She's the one who starts most of it. And you know, we have this whole joke that Amanda and Paul just can't stop shouting and making noise. Oh, the writers, they know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew. They're doing it on purpose at this point. This is becoming a joke. And that is why I find it cheapens the film so much. It's like the first one, there is humor, yes. But the second one, it starts to not take itself seriously, which is fine. It can be kitsch, okay? It can be a kitschy, but this is just too much. This is just too much. And you know, before she walked into the dead body, they saw like the life vest that's probably from the child because of the size. I think that is the. She was sniffing that life vest, that gangly. That disgusting, musty, moldy, filled with, like, just covered in green algae or whatever the fuck they're supposed to be. She was sniffing. Yo, the costume department, the prop department, sorry. They really, that live vest. Oh, it is nasty. Oh, she nasty. I know I'm supposed to feel bad. I know I'm supposed to empathize. I know she wants to feel appreciated. But that is nasty. If I did that to that musty thing, that vest, if I would keep smelling it, the way she kept going for seconds, she kept taking new puffs of it. Girl, it does not smell like your son. I'm sorry. It smells like rain. It smells like poop. Like that. It probably smells like the dinosaurs. You know, like the dinosaur pee that we later see with the Eric when Ellen finds Eric in the place and shows him the T-Rex pee. You know, like nasty, like boo-boo nasty nature stuff. She's smelling it, thinking that, oh, it's a child. I know, it's sad. I know she's just distraught, but that is so stupid. What if there is E. coli? What if there is some sort of a strange virus, bacteria that is only like created here in this dinosaur island? The way that if I were to do that, the way, the pimples, the acne, the bacteria, the way it would get me first before the dinosaurs, it is not funny. It is like, no, my face is so sensitive. Do you see this, people? Just like a little touch of something that is dirty, okay? Dirty, bacteria, not that clean, oily. Just a little touch, okay? And I'm not talking about SNSD, OGG, little touch. Give me a little touch. It will give me a fucking reaction. Okay? Not allergic reaction, relax. But pimples, okay? Pimples, breakouts. I will not do that. But okay, she's a mom. She has mom immune system. I guess that is what they're trying to tell us. Now, Billy. Please tell me he's not taking the eggs. This is what I was thinking, okay? When they were at the nest and stuff and he was still behind and then Alan went to check up. Bruh, I was like, oh hell no. He that is so stupid. That is so stupid. And it turns out that he did take the egg. Young, dumb, and full of calm. Like this young, dumb, full of calm and taking fucking eggs. That is man. That is young man, stupidity. It's like, oh my god, of course he would do it. Of course. And his excuse was like he did it because it would pay for like the trip and everything and like good intentions. And Alan makes this very big statement about how a lot of the worst things that happen in the world is done with a good intention, done with the best of intention. Okay, that is a good quote, but oh Billy, you are so stupid. You are so stupid. You're really just in your 20s, soaking wet and just fucking dumb. Oh my god. Oh, and as a raptor, what if it hatches? Oh my god, it is so bad. Like, I hated when they were in that area with the eggs, like the eggs and the embryos and the lab, the rundown lab. It's just giving like alien flashbacks, you know, or any type of sci-fi situation where they enter a lab where a lot of unethical breeding is happening. Billy. But I will say that Alan was a bit harsh, okay? Alan was a bit harsh. I know, it is a very bad thing, but you have to remember, Alan, you have to remember that Billy is very young. He's young and he's stupid. Like, he's stupid. Okay? He's dumb. Like, you... But that's the thing about Billy as well. Billy has no character. He has no personality. The only thing that he really left us with is that he's stupid and he wanted to take the eggs. And... like, what is his personality? He's not funny, like he's not particularly helpful or knowledgeable or anything. Like, what was the point of having him there if you're not going to give us a sex scene? And you're going to make him stupid. And the thing about the stupidity is that it was not that much of a burden. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should have fucked up more. He should have fucked up harder for us to hate him more. Because a lot of these films, and again, like the horror films and like the zombie films and everything, you know there's always that stupid person that does something selfish or just a very bad decision and it jeopardizes the mission, right? I felt like the egg thing did not really jeopardize. Yes, they had the run-ins with the raptors, and at the end they have to like, here, have your egg back. You know, little moments like this, but I don't think it's that bad. It was not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because we have the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus fighting. It is bad. Everything about this film is bad. Okay, we have to talk about Amanda again. We have to talk about stupid mom again. What do you mean she ran? Okay, and this is on the same topic as the raptors, okay, the velociraptor. What? Man, she ran to Mr. Udesky when he was slumped down on the floor, injured because the raptors got him. What do you mean she tried to run to him with reckless abandon? What is this? What is this supposed to be? Motherly instinct because she feels like a woman. I have to save, I have to heal, I have to nurse the man that is fallen. Our comrades. Are you fucking stupid? Oh my god, they really did her dirty. They pick one woman every film to do her the dirtiest. They really made her stupid. Why would you? Oh my god. Like, even if the situation was safer, why would you just dash out from the safety of the tree down to all the blind spots? You know, the forest is pretty much a ginormous blind spot. You don't know. You just don't know. Like, what have we learned up to this point in the film? You really don't know, because at the start, they got off the plane. Oh, we're going to make a parameter. With what? With what? That is the most stupid thing. Now that I think about it, what parameter are they setting? What parameter? What if a tiny yellow tape? What parameter? Do you see how ginormous the dinosaurs get? Like, what parameters are going to stop or deter creatures from entering and harming the humans? Oh, it is stupid. It is stupidity. It is dumb city. This is just fucking idiots. Okay, the work of idiots. Just fucking stupid. The second film was full of scum. Okay, this is a scum of the human realm. The human race. Why do I always feel the need to say human realm instead of human race? The third film, this is about human stupidity. This one is really about stupidity, which is very meta because the film itself is stupid and shouldn't have happened. And it's a human stupidity of its own. That's the meta part of it all. And of course, it was a trap. The Udesky's body was a trap by the velociraptors. They were waiting. They were using him as bait. And before they left, they snapped his neck, and now he's dead forever. Great. 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 Now we can't even save him. Now we can't even save him. He's gone. He's gone. Hasta la vista. And you know, Alan met Eric in that thing, the hideout. He was hiding out, and he's alive, and he's surviving for eight weeks. Was it 8 weeks? Precocious kid trope. The kid that's just so smart and so self-reliant, okay, sustained his life. I missed the second film. This was really the moment where I missed the second film. And you know what is it about the second film? It's the community. Yes, we hate each other. There's two clear factions, okay? The ethical, not really. It's the not ethical and the not, like really not ethical. It's lesser of the two evil situational. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of characters, there is a lot of community, there is a lot of activity, there is a lot of death, okay? So if somebody were to die, it does not feel like it's so dreadful because there is still a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? Like, with this film, we're not even halfway through the entire thing, and this film's only an hour and a half. We're not even halfway through the film, and half of the team is gone. There is not much to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we need the characters to stay alive so that the interactions, the dynamics, and the plot can be more interesting. But when we're down to like 4 people, what are we going to do with the 4 people? And that's why they found Eric, because of course there is that is like the crux of the story, right? If Eric does not exist, this film would be a shittier pile of shit. But I miss the people. I miss the people. As scummy as they were, I missed seeing the people die. I miss seeing, like, it's very satisfying because they're horrible people. They're crooks. But this film is just dead. Like, there is no life to it. Both, like, physically and figuratively. Like, there is no life. There is no soul. So we have the pterodactyls as well, and the moment when the pterodactyls came into play, you know, with the bird cages and like that biodome thing with the grates, the fence. I think one thing that I find spooky about this film is that there is so much infrastructure on this island B, this secondary island. There is so much infrastructure here that is like abandoned, that it really, like the lab. We had the lab, and it's just very scary to think that there is so much that these people wanted to do like there is so much that they wanted to exploit out of the dinosaurs. This evil man that is behind all these labs and experiments. It's crazy. And now that the things have went to shit, all these human technologies just left to rust and left to crumble in nature, and it's just like a relic in on the island. I think it's very dystopian, and it adds like a depth to it, but not much, it's just like a personal. I think that is interesting, but I'm really just picking at scraps at this point. And when we get a little glimpse of the Brachiosaurus up close, I did not feel a single thing. Like my pulse is still the same. I did not feel a single thing. Like I don't feel a single thing from this film. Is the sense of wonder in that first film. Remember that sense of wonder. It is gone. It is long gone. It does not exist anymore. Now it is just dystopian and hopeless and like, wow, humans will never change. Humans will never change. And that is a sad reality. I mean, look at the world today. Humans will never change. We'll just be shit forever. And that is why the concept of a utopia exists, because the world is shit. And the world will continue to be shit. Because if the world was actually fair and, people aren't stupid and we actually cared for each other, we wouldn't have to come out with an imaginary world that is functional, This is, I do not care about the Brachiosaurus. I don't fucking care. If I wanted to feel anything about the Brachiosaurus, I will go back to the first film and see them for the first time again. For the first time again. It is sad. I mean, even with Alan's perspective, nearer to the start of the film, even with Alan's perspective, when he tells Eric that is different. The first book, when I wrote that first book, that dinosaurs haven't tried to kill me yet. That is why I still love them. We're not supposed to belong together in this world. Now that Stormy Spinosaurus scene where it's rainy and dangerous and it's just very, very dramatic, very loud, very over the top, very just action filled. I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. I mean, it was cool, when Alan was trying to catch the phone to call Ellie, and Ellie's child is being stupid because the children are fucking dumb, okay? They are fucking stupid, like getting distracted by Barney on the TV. Pass the phone to your mom, okay? Or uncle is going to die forever and he's never going to come again. There is also a lot of masculine, male character martyrdom that happens in this film, right? We have Billy. Billy has nothing to offer. I'm sorry, Billy has nothing to offer. And that is why the only thing that he could offer in the end was his life. That is the type of male character that he is. Nothing to offer, no personality, nothing. So the only impact that he can do is to sacrifice himself to the dinosaurs. And even then, it wasn't even impactful. I was like, oh, bye. There he goes. He's taken away by the pterodactyl and he survived in the end. Who cares? And now we have Paul, who they think he died. Mom is crying, Amanda's crying, and like, how could you leave me? And he survives, he comes out and they embrace, and I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Throughout the film, they pepper in little scenes of Amanda and Paul's dynamic to try to humanize them and create some spark, some flavor between these two people, other than the fact that they're bad parents and they're fucking idiots, liars, scammers. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It would amuse me more if they actually fucked You know what the start of the film when they were changing, they were like, ooh, they were changing, and Paul was like, oh sorry, I didn't mean to look at your naked body when they're a couple. Why? What is that? I would be more amused if they fucked at that very instant. Okay? Raw, dirty, hot, filthy sex on the dinosaur island. Trying to reignite the spark that has died since they lost the child. Trying to revive the libido. That is what they should be reviving, not the fucking dinosaurs, okay? Like, even the returning of the eggs to the velociraptor. Sure, and using the thing to blow the dinosaur sounds. They could have utilized that more in the film, right? Like kiting the dinosaurs away, distracting, luring, and being smart, using that fake dinosaur sound with the shell, the claw, whatever you call that thing, that instrument. That would have been interesting, but we only see it being used at the end in this dire situation, and it's supposed to be like this life-changing thing that saves their lives. I really don't care. It is all very underwhelming. That is it. This is a very underwhelming film. It is not... Okay, I wouldn't say that it is trash. It is not trash. It is just a very purposeless film. Okay, like what is this film trying to achieve other than milk the money? Right? What is it trying to achieve? Because there is no sense of wonder anymore. The characters are flat. You know, in the first film, we get to see the fatherly side of Ellen's character. We even see the fatherly side of Ian Malcolm, or rather the lack of, you know, that is the whole point of the daddy issues in the second film. He's very flat in this film. Like, what is he here to offer? Right? There is no commentary. There is no nothing. There is no overlying themes. And the dinosaurs, even the moment with the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus, like, what is that? Like, what is that supposed to be? It is just... Even the spectacle feels so undercooked and under choreographed there, and just like no purpose. Like in the second film, as much as it was very showy, but every section led to the next. It was connected, it made sense. This one was just very weird, like the pterodactyls have nothing to do with the raptors, they have nothing to do with the Spinosaurus. It's just not well done. It is just very purposeless, and there's no point to this film. You don't have to watch this. So yes, that is it. You know, that is it. Please don't watch this film. I do not recommend it, and I will not be watching Jurassic World and the newer shit. That is not happening. That has been the video. Okay, like and subscribe and do all of that. And in the next video, I'm going to be starting on my Quentin Tarantino series. Okay? The Ghibli series. Now we're going to be stepping into Quentin Tarantino's world. I believe the first film is Reservoir Dogs or something, right? I've never seen that one. Okay, I've seen Inglourious Bastards. I've seen Pulp Fiction. What else have I seen by him? I have not seen Kill Bill. Oh, that is egregious that I've not seen that. Okay, but yeah, we will get to his films. Okay, I'm excited. I'm very excited.